The injection molder asked if we'd be okay with nylon, and we said, why not? Why not indeed? We originally planned to make the case for this model train throttle out of ABS. ABS is what we used for the previous version of the throttle, and we had good experience with that. But our injection molders suggested that we use nylon because they said that it would be more resistant to shrink marks and therefore would give us a better visual appearance. And we said, why not? And didn't really take it far enough. So let's see what the implications are. I got the second set of samples, which were much better than the first set. The first set were too large. So they switched to another grade of nylon that shrinks more, and they reported that it came out perfect. So that sounded like great news. And what I did is I put the keypad in, and then I put the circuit board in, and you can see it just drops in right over those bosses. And looking at the keypad, the gap around all the keys looks really good. So it sounded like we were good to go, and everything was great. But I got reports first from Stuart in Wisconsin that the circuit board did not fit over the boss, and also that the keypad was being stretched, both of which indicated that the case was larger, the one that he received. I also got reports from TCS near Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, about the same issue. So I was trying to figure out what the issue was, why there was a difference. They were speculating that maybe I got the perfect samples and they got other samples. But then someone made a comment about water spots and hygroscopic behavior of nylon. So I did some research and discovered that the nylon can grow about half a percent or a little bit more if it absorbs water from the air. What's the difference between these different locations? Well, I live in Western Washington. Here the humidity in the summer is pretty low. I also grew up in Wisconsin, so I know that the humidity in the summertime there is quite high. In Pennsylvania near Philadelphia, it's probably also high. I don't know for a fact. Now, in the case of TCS in North Carolina, the humidity there probably isn't the issue because they probably dried the plastic before injection molding it and then measured it after it came out of the injection molding machine and before it had time to absorb moisture from the atmosphere. So that means we have a pretty good theory that the difference in what I'm seeing versus TCS and Stuart is because of relative humidity in the air, which is not a good thing. We don't want to have the difference in relative humidity for different locations to have an impact on our product. That means I can do an experiment, which is I can take the case and I can soak it in some water and then measure it again. So let's see what the measurement is now. And this is about 2.037 or 0.38. That's slightly shy of what it's supposed to be, which is 2.04. TCS measured this as 2.059, so almost 20 thousandths of an inch longer than it's supposed to be based on the CAD. Let's do the experiment and see what it looks like after we soak this in water. After letting the case soak in water for a while, I measured it again, and it came out to be 2.049 inches, which means a growth of 9 thousandths of an inch. That validated our theory that what we were seeing between here and Pennsylvania and Wisconsin is a result of the hygroscopic properties of nylon causing it to grow. We have a couple options that we could think of. One is to have them remake the molds. They would need to remake the molds because the shrinkage between ABS and nylon is quite different. So the mold itself has to be a different size to be able to handle the correct shrinkage. So making a new mold would be costly most likely, as well as take time. The other option we thought about is to take two of the holes that are farthest away from the center and make them oval instead of circular, which is what we decided to do. That will allow the case to grow and shrink and not have the circuit board bind. So that fixes the issue with the circuit board. It does not address the issue with the keypad. We're hoping that's going to be okay, but we don't really want to wait much longer because we're already really far behind on this project. The injection molding has taken a lot longer than we expected it to take. We did not do our research to discover that nylon was hygroscopic and therefore would be an issue dimensionally with this design. It's also on them because we viewed them as the experts, and they're the ones who suggested nylon and didn't let us know about the dimensional instability of nylon. So that's where we're at, and hopefully we'll get this product out fairly soon. We're waiting for the injection molder to make some more changes to the mold as well as polish it, and then we should be good to go. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Please give me a thumbs up, comment below, subscribe, and if you're already a subscriber, you might want to press or click on the bell icon next to the subscribe button to be notified when I have new videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.